Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson. Okay. First, let's talk a little bit about the race itself. Gun goes off. She was not in it after the first 20 meters. This wasn't got nipped at the line. Oh, he just kind of fell apart in the final 40 meters. This race was over in the first 20, 25 meters. And then I was thinking, all right, maybe she's having a bad start. It happens. Rust, first race, you're going to have a bad start. She's clearly going to come together in the 30 to 60 range and get back up with the leaders. But no, didn't even make any attempt to close that gap. It was all she wrote. And then we're like, okay, she had a bad race. That happens. She's going to get in on, she's going to get like the second Q, the third Q, or dare I say it, like an at-large time. But no, doesn't even get a small Q, doesn't even get the opportunity. She was eliminated right after that race. Like the race happened, and there was no like wait and see for the next race. It was all she wrote in 11 seconds. Sha'Carri Richardson, once again, not making Team USA with a buildup of everyone expecting her, including myself, including Kevin, including a lot of people all over the world. I mean, people may hate Sha'Carri Richardson for all the other stuff, but I think they all expected her to at least make the team, right? They expected her to at least be top 3 in the U.S. We're not even talking about her versus Jamaica. We're just talking about her being in the top 3 in the U.S. She couldn't even do that. Let's bring up the results of what heat was she in. She was in heat 3. So let's zoom in on those results. Heat 3. She didn't even have a hard heat. Like her heat was not some like, whoa, death heat. It was a winnable heat. It was a cruise heat. So Tamari Davis won the heat. Jenna Prandini, who's great, she's an Olympian. She actually got the spot that Sha'Carri had back at the Olympics. Shania Collins, Jada Baylark. I mean, Sha'Carri Richardson, you're on an 11:31. You're getting 5th, 23rd overall. So, all right. Okay, you have a bad race. It happens. Obviously, you don't want your bad race to happen during the World Championship qualifying race like USA's. But, people have been eliminated in the first round of playoffs before. It happens. So you're like, okay, what do you want to do? You want to ask her what's going on. How do you run 11:31 in your opening round of the women's 100? How does that happen when you just literally went toe-to-toe with the Leah Hobbs like 2 or 3 weeks ago? So I was like, all right, just come through the mix zone. And we're going to play right here. This was Sha'Carri Richardson in the mix zone. Can we play audio, Colt? I don't know if we can play audio, but no audio, but I can just do the audio for you. All I did was I said, Sha'Carri. I just said her name like 5 times. Completely ignores everyone. She's like in that, it looks like she's in her drive phase of a sprint, passing the media. And while you only see like a 10-second clip there of Sha'Carri dodging the media, this was like set up. I saw her. So they walk through it. They have to walk by the virtual media area, which whatever, you skip that, who cares? And then she waited. She was like kind of stalking because she knew she had to cross this river of media line and not talk to us. So she's waiting. She had one of the USATF officials kind of be her, offensive lineman and like kind of block out, because she was a running back, block out all the media. And she timed it on purpose. She's like, okay, I got to ignore them. I got to figure it out. I got to pretend like they don't exist. And she flaked. And I'm going to press this. I'm a huge Sha'Carri Richardson fan. I don't think she's the fastest woman in the world. Clearly, it's Jamaicans, and I never said that. Maybe I said that once last year, but I regret it. But, like, come on. You got to at least say, I screwed up, or whatever, or like, hey, it wasn't my day, or like, say like a 30-second quote. Just give something like, oh, yeah. But to just completely ignore, it's like, come on. You're going to be paid. You're paid to like be an athlete, and people want to know what's going on. There's millions of Sha'Carri Richardson fans out there who want to know why you had a bad race. They want to know. They're like, oh, but you chose to not take the platform and tell people why they had a better race. So anyway, that's Sha'Carri Richardson for you. I am surprised, but I guess I should now not be surprised. But she's good enough to make a world final, and then she runs 11:31 in the first round of the USA's. Makes no sense. I don't know. Chat, what are you saying? What's the chat saying? I'm sure the chat's going wild right now. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fun time going on in the chat, but I mean, I see a fun. What's this? Someone said, Beef Boy said, Gordon's going to hand time the race and say it was 10-3. Yeah, no, I'll put more like a 10-2, maybe. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Sha'Carri had a bad day, and she made her day worse by just like dodging the criticism, or not even criticism. No one in the media is going to be like, why did you suck? They're just going to be like, what happened? And then you can say what happened. But Sha'Carri Richardson continues to find ways to turn non-performances into performances, and finds a way to turn an 11:31 into the most interesting thing of the meet. And takes away, obviously that women's 100 is going to be good. I mean, Aaliyah Hobbs ran well. Tanisha Terry ran well. Tamara Clark had a good race. So Team USA is still going to be fine. Like, we're still going to have a good team, but Sha'Carri's talent is just not being used right now. It's not being used, and it's a bummer. I'm sure she's upset, right? But I'm upset. I thought she was going to win. Now I look stupid. But it's all right. I'm okay with looking stupid. People were tweeting at me how stupid I am, but hey, can't get them all right. Am I right? Can't get them all right. But yeah, that's Sha'Carri Richardson. We'll see if she runs a 200. If I'm a betting man, I think she doesn't even show up for the 200. I bet she's on the first flight home tomorrow morning, if I had to guess. But I could be wrong. If she's in the 200, it would be great if she made the team, because that'll be a wild weekend for her to go from 11:31 to making a 200 team that probably has two of the best 5 women in the world, and Abby and Gabby. So we'll see what happens. But Sha'Carri Richardson doesn't make the semifinals of the USA's. It's crazy saying it out loud.